you keep your hands intact? What am I fighting for? You remind me, you remind me. People lost our way, you're good at walking away. Stay with me and care about tomorrow. So take your hands in mine. So this is what we're fighting for. You remind me of what we're dying for. In shadows cast by words of pain, I'm lost in the echo of your disdain. Fighting through every doubt and fear, searching for the strength to persevere. But I'll arise from the ashes, push through the strife, reclaim throughout my heart, reclaim my life. This battle won't break me, I'll forge my own fate. Through love and loss, I'll learn to elevate. In chaos or conflict, I'll finally see the warrior inside. It's me who'll be free. The love we had, a double-edged sword, didn't deep, it left me floored. Yet through the storms, I'm heading my way to light the path for another day. With every tear I'm shedding my past, emerging strong, free at last. This battle won't break me, I'll forge my own fate. Through love and loss, I want to elevate. In the chaos of conflict, I'll finally see the warrior inside. It's me who'll be free. So raise your voice, let the battle begin. In the fire of my soul, I surely will win. It was built for the will that lives within me. It's easy to walk away, to take it when I won't run, I won't miss. Still afraid I've killed this dream. The feeling becomes to start believing I'm aware. What I leave behind, to turn away what I made. But I won't make your face, is it when we go?
gotta take a break, smoking. Yeah, we gotta take a break from this. I thought that I was stuck in six, but we're starting to evolve. Yeah, now time to play tricks. What was wrong? Stuff was I did. Of course, that's good, 'cause
I was rushing death, and Playboy had nude women. Don't you see that was an echo chamber? Resembled a gas chamber. Makes me wanna put a chamber down out in the painful disease. And lives we were getting by, but now we have indeed tried to fit in with the females. Almost come up, God, in your bachelor's affiliation. Oh.
It's so daunting, the weather's haunting. I'm no closer to solving the case of my missing parents. They could have sworn that I was making everyone aware. Where'd you find the time? I got splitters everywhere. Bare knuckling, white knuckling, some ham-fisted. Changes the ordinance for dinner. Wait till you meet a loser who is actually just a beginner. Try to outwin you, no longer defend your attention. Focus, don't make your eyes strain. Need to find another way.
a loser who was actually just a beginner. Try to outwin you, no longer the center of attention. Focus, don't make your eyes strain. Need to find another.
A hectic fight, then broke out. Second chances, I care nothing now. Finding a place, single space, keeping the eyes solid shut. It was like they never opened. Softly, words unspoken. Vulnerability, feel my weak point, history and story. Going through the Baroque gallery at the museum. Is this how it's supposed to be? I can never sleep because a part of me wants rock band was broken. Freely, something I care about. When it almost comes crashing down, my chime deposit won't deposit this Wednesday. I'm dreaming of this today. Until the end, I will drive all night, living in my own world. Those things I won't let go. When it all comes crashing down to the asphalt. It's that asshole spell. You think I'm the asshole? Well, failure's got to go. Feeling a hangover, hungover, makeover, sing ovation, and I got this malevolent subtlety.
It's so daunting, the weather is haunting. I know the story, the case of my missing parents. They could have sworn I was making everyone aware. Where you find your time, I got mentors everywhere.
Just kidding, me and my new girl named, and I know that this is just, yeah, they're gonna rat on me. Me and my girlfriend are getting an abortion, what's motion right now. We just made it through the third trimester, and this baby needs to be distinguished. I made it through the abortion phase. Surprised I was even born. I've been using that to its full effect. I did not have to see combat in the army. Oh, the army. Several texts on my phone saying the end of democracy. More than several. I went to vote, but I'm not on the list of voters because my ID was out of date. Still it is. House, Dorian Gray. We have the decency to not rub abortion in your face. Man, I did not want to raise children. I didn't want for my own girlfriend to have to bear my children. Because they had to be living off beans and cornbread, peanut butter and jelly, ramen. I was a little black boy. No, a little black girl. No, black boy. And I was transforming them into the next big president. I had some sort of thought I would skip the baby stage, head into adoption. I would adopt Trish's kids. I know how to get the advanced scores on there. But explaining it would only just highlight how I could have reached for higher and then I didn't have my glasses for high school. Because
having the deep a little harder, behind the answers it was alligator. You can still live with that bitch, you must be poor as hell. It's a habit, always bringing the game for you. For sure the will, try to lose yourself and feel how it's getting closer. The house and the furniture, fitting me together. When we can figure it out, no matter how fierce the weather. I can't really see straight. Up ahead is a guess. Now it's time to escape the third dimension. So we compose them. That's where the connection is. Grab an execute through the entire building. Trying to back and style levitating.
Time will be there. You should be here. We just don't know yet. Because we could only be one. Wait, that's a high-level weapon. Give a panic description. They say take the red pill. I say slowly wrong. Who thinks about rumors? I thought he took the blue ones. Because blue's rule. You abide by them too. Acting minuscule. We act run into Margot Robbie. And we will do a movie together. Because if I'm an amateur, then she's the real actress. In disguise. That's when your eyes will shadow. It takes hours, days, years of dedication.
Checking what you need. It was your mom let him in. No, it was my mom let him in. It was my mom let me sleep and stay here. That was not the agreement, but she wants her away. She let him stay here. She needs a place to stay. And it's all because of me. Because I want to ask all special stuff. The special stuff you like. The stuff you need. It's all in you. It's not America that I want to. For the $40. We all need that hyperwave. Extra consultation under the record. The perfect finish. No one talks. A half face to me. Says old place. Being under to the team, but with the old quarterback. Back to the dog riders. Flying to the front. Take the message back. Making the pen, a balloon too soon. Being got in the stomach, ain't that spiteful? Get on the rival. You see the moments, always checking with me. Mom,
hoping to find the best way. It does not have to be so easy, or else just I don't come to church.